Hey everyone, hope you're all doing really well. It's Catalyzed Cat here coming at you with another video. This time we have Ash and a special synergistic loadout. I won't go over it too much, I'll just jump straight into the action, but for those of you who did just come to see the build, yeah, this is it, basically. Just pause the video here and then, make of that what you will. I will go into this in detail after the run though, and why it works so well. No explaining for now though, because that's kind of boring and we want to get into the action, right? There's a lot to go over here, a lot of neat little tricks that Ash can pull off, especially when we're running Naramon fully maxed out. But as mentioned, I'll explain all that after the video, after the action part of the video is over. Nautilus with this weapon is insane, fires so fast, primes so well. Nautilus, yes, thank you very much. Darwin's assistant. We're helping people win the Darwin Awards with our Nautilus. And Ash. Okay, let's go. Perfect, there's a conjunction survival fissure, Omnia fissure. Sweet, let's go here. Good mission. Let's go! Tier 6 Fisher. Yeah, Ash has become another one of my go-to frames when I'm a bit bored and just want to have fun, crush some mobs. Like, look at that. You can just make them fly, and then you can open with a finisher. Okay, if the level geometry doesn't bug out. And you can get plus 50% crit rate, which is really nice. And then before we even have 12 times combo, we're already doing red crits, thanks to Wrathful Advance. And this beautiful thing, where's it gone? Killer's Rush, anyway. Yeah. Ash is like the John Wick of frames. Time to get serious and just go in with Ash. Like triple immunity of Shield Gate, Overguard, as I'm just about to show, once we find some Eximus units. Everything's frozen, and you have Rolling Guard for if you ever need it. Get lazy on like stealthing, whatever it is. Name your emergency. Hello, operator, what is your emergency? Yeah, I'm playing Ash and I'm new to the game. How do I stay double, triple, quadruple immortal while always having 12 times combo? Oh yeah, well, bunny hop with your operator. And Rolling Guard. There you go, fixed. It's funny because it's actually true though. So if you swap into your operator, you hop, and then you press E while looking at the ground, you get the opening slam, right? Double combo point generation, and then you have 12 times combo extremely fast. It actually works better than if you do this, for whatever reason. Slightly better. You just have to be tighter on the timing. Aha! They think they're big boys now. Come to mess with the best. Okay, let's charge our Strun as well, why don't we? Okay, and time for melee influence to take care of everything. Apparently there was a group behind us. And we just whiffed our combo again, but it doesn't matter. Do the bunny hop trick. There we go. Got opening slam. It's like two downward triangles that are open. Also known as V's. Yes, I know letters. I totally know letters. Yeah, we're charging our Strun for some sweet AoE priming. Okay, that's a good opportunity to steal some Overguard. And now, use the Strun. That was actually the Despair. Well, never mind. everything's dying, right? And we have more than 100 kills per minute, so it's fine. It's all good. If you want to play it completely optimally, it will make you a better player, but because of the amount of invulnerability methods we have, you can be slightly lazy and not really improve much either. But if you're a perfectionist, that shouldn't be an issue to you, right? And just watch him bleed out slowly. Okay, that one didn't want to go. It was like, no, no. Yeah, slight issue if you do have cold on your sentinel is sometimes stuff gets frozen off in the distance. Usually this happens, where they will all get grouped up and you can just nuke them down insanely quick. Like that. Like so. But sometimes that other stuff happens. And yeah, pro tip, if you're not actively shooting, which this isn't like a spam shooting setup, then always run around with your weapon, because if they do shoot you, in the rare case they're not frozen like they currently are, right? If they do shoot you and you're looking at them from in front, okay, then you will block. But for some reason we got some nasty like Eximus AoE, so I popped a shield and a rolling guard, I think. But yeah, let's try that again. If you come out of stealth and stuff starts shooting at you, you'll block it and take no damage. And then you can go back about your business, right? Insanely powerful setup, as mentioned. Not only is it powerful, you can really feel the difference between playing it right and playing it half-assed. Like, it makes you more aware of timing, the opportunities you have. Kind of just waiting for an acolyte to spawn so I can do that. This normal stuff doesn't survive combos, it like dies on the first part of the combo chain. So like a strun shot with viral priming, they'll die to the bleed instead of being open to the melee attacks. Yeah, in case you're wondering what this app is, if you see it, a Leica frame is extremely useful. Shows you the platinum prices of things. Okay, so here we have some Thrax, and we just open them up to finishers, we armor stripped. And look, now we no longer have Thrax. That guy was tanky. Steal some overguard and let's get out of this mission. Enough. You can basically do this forever. You do start having to do at least 1-2 punch combos with Strun and Innodem to kill efficiently. Oh look, it's violence. He died rather quickly. Bro, I was holding back, bro. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. Enough carnage for now. And you see like 7 minutes, 700 kills, or above 700 kills. You see the potential, right? Probably interested now in, okay, why does it work, and how does it work so well? And what the hell, like how are you just getting raining down daggers from the sky? All shall be revealed. Yep, don't even need to be up close and personal with the Innodem. That's just for when you're a bit lazy. Easier to hit them without aiming in melee. And yeah, if you do want to aim though, one shot for viral priming and then kaboom. Does do some nice AoE-ish. Just found it more efficient to melee them with a stagger. It's nice to have the opportunity to go ranged with a melee weapon though. Like that. if you get a Wisp in your squad, or you spawn like a Spectre for some attack speed, you just attack too fast. And the good thing is with the Exilis mod, like your aim glide is insanely long. Yes, indeed. Okay. Enough of that. Let's actually review why it works so well. While those mods add up to one big, beautiful picture. Apparently it was 9 minutes. It said in the mission it was 7 minutes. Whatever. Whatever, mate. Game can't agree with itself. Here it says 7 minutes 50, there it says 9 minutes 30. Okay. Bug frame. The bug within. Yeah, so let's explain all these things in a bit more detail and why Ash works so well for survival missions and for things like Void Cascade. Why he can pretty effortlessly go to level cap. So, first off, in my setup, because I can only talk from personal experience, really nice to play with a bit of casting speed. I just got used to it. You can drop it. Then, if you don't have a Tau Forge as your shard, you can get 2 blue shards. But yeah, to raise you above 500 energy. Then you get 150% more melee crit damage, because it doubles as long as you're over 500 energy, right? So you got 3. They are then further multiplied by the crit damage mods on your dagger. So instead of like 2 times, we have 6.2 times. You can multiply them even more if you put like this on, then you would have a grand total of almost 8 times. But you really don't need that. Oh yeah, you can use normal organ shatter. It's actually arguably better if you're not going to mess up your heavy attacks. But I've chosen primed reach for real melee. Definitely better because you're hitting more targets with melee influence, and then those targets all chain lightning off of each other, and you just get stacks of insanely damaging electric procs for like 200k, 500k on the group, sometimes millions if they're all primed. Just the tick itself, right? Blood Rush gives us 440% more crit chance. Gladiator Might with 2 parts to it, right? And I think the second part, I don't even, oh, here it is, yeah. That gives us 220%, so we're looking at 660% more crit chance from those alone. Then of course we have Wrathful Advance subsumed on, so we're like 880-ish, 873% crit chance. As if that wasn't enough, we are proccing electric all the time, and we are proccing slash kind of often as well. But basically melee influence is up all the time, spreading its lightning to everything. The base sacrificial steel, like this, might not seem that huge a difference, right? You can get away with true steel, but you do want one of these two. You want sacrificial steel or true steel, because they amp up the amount that these amp up the entire crit chance. And yeah, the only kind of more optional thing is like you could, if you really mess up the timing a lot and you know that about yourself, then you could get this mod, Focus Energy, to help you. So you don't drop that much status chance, you do drop a bit, but not an insane amount. You then get enough heavy attack efficiency to not lose it all, and if you're going to maintain this, right, finishers, if you use one finisher every 40 seconds, then you basically have almost capped finisher efficiency, right? So you really don't have to worry about messing up the heavy attacks at all. You can even spam some just for fun. If you're not going to attack from the air, like I was barely doing in that run, could also use like this, but this is just better. to be realistic. Finisher damage is nice. It's actually good, because sometimes you just want to kill an acolyte and be invulnerable to everything, and then you don't have to use a finisher twice. You'll just use it once. Attack speed, definitely necessary. Doesn't work on finishers, works on everything else though. And yeah, let's look at Ash's actual build in detail. So Brief Respite generates shields for energy spent, right? We're always spending energy in the form of Wrathful Advance at least every like 10-ish seconds, often like every 2 to 3 seconds, because our Tennokai, which is the proc system on our melee weapon, it generates a free heavy attack, so we can use it at 12 times, and that way we sustain the flat crit chance and use a heavy attack at the same time super fast, so because it speeds up the heavy attack animation. Yeah, so we're getting full shields. Because we're in stealth and we have overguard, we're actually getting over shields through Augur Secrets. And I've found this is like a decent balance of stats. You really don't need efficiency or range. Like the range on the shurikens is long enough, and most of the time you're going to be up close and personal in melee. And yeah, it says 12.5 meters on Wrathful Advance, but I'm pretty sure it's actually a bit farther than that, or 12.5 meters is farther than it sounds. Blade Storm, 50 meter range, yeah. So like I said, I've found this is a good balance of stats. I don't mind playing like more active, but some people will want to go more duration based. That's fine too. Another build that works extremely well if you're into duration is like using Savage Silence, much easier to get. It's a augment mod, right? It's for Banshee. You would subsume Silence instead of Wrathful Advance. You get 300% more finisher damage, which I believe still works for our Blade Storm. And because you're using Silence from Banshee, all of the tough units like Acolytes, Thrax, and so on actually do nothing. They can't use their abilities, they can only shoot, right? That includes Eximus. They just do nothing except shoot, which they're not doing either because they're frozen. So, Arcane Strike almost doubles our damage. It says 60% attack speed, but it seems like a lot more than that. Arcane Tempo, this is very flexible. Like you could put Aegis in here, you could put Energize in here to be able to spam your abilities even more. You can put Trickery in here. This is actually a really good one, flying under the radar. 30 seconds of stealth, every finisher kill you get. Bladestorm procs finisher kills. Seeking Shuriken is mandatory for higher level runs. I think I used it only once or twice in the mission we just did, but when you go into Void Cascade and you start having to kill 10k ghosts like within seconds, this is one of your best options because it's like instant cast, instant armor reduction, and then you're free to hack away and kill them. Yeah. As I showed in the run, like Rolling Guard, very nice if and when you come out of stealth, if you're not running like Trickery. I actually just wanted to test momentum, so I'm going to go back to Trickery because it's not needed on the Strun. Strun is the next gun that we will review. I made an entire video just about this shotgun because it's so amazing. Such a good Incarnon. This is basically the Felarx Incarnon that everyone wishes the Felarx actually was, instead of transforming into dinky crappy pistols, right? You don't need a Riven for this. I just have one because it flew my way. Doesn't actually change the status chance, which is what we're using it for. We're priming, right? So just like viral priming and bleed with sweeping serration. Very good. Primary dexterity, so it's always up because it's a pretty melee centric frame. Loadout. Yeah, not that much else to say. Galvanized Savvy just for some more status chance, and it does work on single target units, so if you want to kill anything by actually aiming at it, then the Strun will do that for you as well. Did I already go over this? I did. Let's look at the Despair now. Despair with secondary Fortifier, it's insanely good. You're doing 800% more damage to overguards, and while you do that damage, you steal it, right? So you have 15k overguard nearly at all times in any real mission that's a challenge, because you're in stealth. And you're in double stealth with arcane trickery, so yeah, you're starting to see where this is going. You're just breaking the game with Ashe. Don't even have a fourth form on here, so there is one slightly under-ranked mod. I did just go ahead and put both viral and electric on this as well, because our pet is auto-priming with corrosive and cold, so there's really not much else that we would want to do. Viral just is so good with getting us that 325% more damage. Arguably heat would be better, like flat heat, than this fire rate on here, because radiation makes mobs AoE around themselves and then they can accidentally shoot you. Even the clock is right twice a day, so yeah, mobs can hit you without meaning to. It's one of the ways if you play with radiation. I just kind of, I don't know, I like radiation, it just distracts them. I like radiation. Yeah. Cordon groups everything up. It's reset by manifold bond, because we're always killing stuff with 3 or more unique status effects, which resets the cooldown on this. Then assault mode makes sure it's always attacking. Duplex bond, we have 3 clones of our sentinel, so 4 including itself, and the 3 clones drop energy orbs for us on their kills. They don't get kills that often, but it does happen sometimes. Loot radar, enemy radar, vacuum, guardian is also reset by manifold bond, so we have another source of shield gating immortality. Momentous bond makes sure that this sentinel, and not its clones, which are immortal anyway, but momentous bond makes sure that our sentinel is up, and when it does respawn, it gets 10 seconds of invulnerability. If you want to invest more in this, like, it's exactly the same as normal regen, but you could get that invulnerability up even higher. Drop some more Forma, drop some more Endo on it. Make it happen. Synth Deconstruct is kind of just here for flexibility and equilibrium builds and like health conversion builds. Those are very good too, but not needed in this particular build. I haven't made one just for these types of stealth builds though, because it's not really necessary. And yeah, what you want on your Verglas is really high attack speed. It does get a bit of punch through, but I'm not sure it works with this weapon type. But anyway, really fast attack speed. You can go for even more attack speed, like put this in here. But I still have the impression that Sinister Reach actually works. And 15 shots a second at 100%, over 100% status chance is fast enough to like freeze everything instantly anyway, so why change?